What's up, my honey bunnies, and welcome back to a new video. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. Today is sunny yet raining and thundering, so that's what's happening on my side of the world. But today's video is going to be a first impression on a new product, a new crazy product that just hit the market not so long ago, and it's from Pure Cosmetics. It is their new 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. I don't know if you guys have seen this all over Instagram, but they're creating a lot of, how do you say that? A lot of hype because they released 100 shades. Yeah, of course, it got me really intrigued that I really wanted to try it out. And then I did a little poll on my Instagram stories to see if you guys really wanted to hear my thoughts for me to do a video reviewing this product. So a lot of you guys said yes, or a lot of the people on Instagram said yes, but I'm sure a lot of the people who follow me here also follow me there. So yeah, so a lot of people said yes. So we're here to do a first impressions. First, we're gonna start off with the claims and all the info before we get into the demo, and then at the end I'm gonna give you guys my overall first impressions. Again, this is from Pure Cosmetics, and before this product, the only product that I have tried is a little eyeshadow palette that I am in love with. It's a really nice, like, travel size type of palette that has beautiful shades. I'm really into the formula of those eyeshadows, so that's why I really wanted to try this out, because I really do want to try more of this company. It is a cruelty-free company. It is on the Logical Harmony list of cruelty-free brands, which is awesome. This is what the packaging looks like. It's a kind of like silvery foiled type of packaging, and it's kind of hard to read the wording in here, but there is a lot of info. I'm just gonna read to you guys what it says on the box. I'm gonna try to, because it's kind of hard. Okay, so it says redefine complexion perfection with this groundbreaking long wear foundation and concealer that's formulated to instantly mask blemishes and imperfections, leaving behind a natural skin-like finish. This multi-purpose complexion miracle serves as both a foundation and concealer with a unique dual applicator component for quick and easy application. Conceal blemishes, dark spots, and imperfections with the targeted doe foot applicator, or achieve a flawless all-over coverage with the pump. Packed with skin-loving ingredients, this longwear formula helps protect skin against environmental stressors like pollution and high-energy visible blue light for a healthier looking complexion. That is what it claims, and it tells you that it's blue light defense, anti-pollution, blue zone, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and vegan-friendly. Pure Cosmetics is not 100% vegan, so you do have to kind of see what's vegan and what's not vegan. But they do have some vegan options, so that's really appreciated. As far as the ingredients, this is not a natural brand. They do formulate their products without like parabens and talc and stuff like that. It's not 100% natural. It's not like a purist type of brand, so just letting you guys know. Like the box says, it does have 2 applicators. So it has a pump right here to pump it out and use it as foundation. And then when you unscrew it, it has a doe foot applicator at the end. That is what the component looks like. It's not glass, even though it kind of looks like it is, because it's kind of frosted. I wish it would have been glass. It retails for $36, which I think is a really good price compared to other foundations. I can really appreciate that they're trying to make it easier to find your shade, because I know 100 shades can be overwhelming and can be hard to find online. Pure Cosmetics created an Instagram account that helps you find your shade. The other thing I want to mention is, how did I end up with this color? The color I have is, or the shade I have is MG5, which is medium gold 5, and that is what it looks like. It does have a slightly yellowish undertone, which I really do like. I was gonna go for the neutral. I think it was medium neutral 5, but this one just had a better undertone for my skin tone, and maybe go up to MG6, because even though this looks pretty good, I feel like in person might like my face looks a little lighter than my body, but overall I can make it work with a little bit of bronzer. But it was very challenging for me to find this shade. I did go to 3 Ultas, and I did maybe spend like an hour online trying to find videos of swatches, and on their website trying to see all of the swatches and the pictures of people. And even though it is very helpful, it was still kind of challenging to find a color. The first one I went to, they only had I think 9 or 10 shades, and I swatched a few of them, and it kind of did help to give me an idea. The second Ulta, they did have 20 shades on that display, and it was way much easier for me to find something. Actually, if you don't have an Ulta near you, just to find something online, not just with this brand, but any brand, it is kind of hard to find a concealer or foundation that's gonna match you perfectly. So that is my spill on the shade finding challenge. Let me talk to you guys about this little warning it has on the box. It has a sunburn alert. It says this product contains an alpha hydroxy acid, which is AHA, that may increase your skin's sensitivity to the sun, and I don't know why I have a problem pronouncing that word, particularly the possibility of sunburn. Use a sunscreen and wear protective clothing and limit sun exposure while using this product and for a week afterwards. I forget to wear sunscreen, so I don't know why they would put that ingredient in a foundation. That just makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's the deal with that. Now let's move on to the demo. I did already prep my skin, and I did use the Atmosphere Protection from Osea. This is my go-to moisturizer. It's a really nice, lightweight, but enough to moisturize my skin without, you know, disturbing my makeup. I have a full pump right here. I'm just gonna pick it up with my sponge and start applying it. The first thing that I'm noticing is that the color might not be the perfect match. Another thing is that I can't feel it. Like if I touch it, it feels like I have nothing on. It doesn't feel tacky or oily or too emollient. I can already feel that it's not gonna be a very hydrating or moisturizing foundation. So I am gonna have to apply a heavier moisturizer. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's no glow whatsoever. So it's not a dewy foundation or a satin foundation. I honestly would call this like a semi-matte finish, because I'm really liking the fact that I can feel it on my skin. It feels really lightweight, and it has really good coverage. Over here, I do have more blemishes that I can still see a little bit. So let's see how well it builds by applying just a little more on that little section. It built up really nicely. It didn't lift any of my first layer of foundation, and it really did cover way more. So I would say this is a buildable foundation. This foundation, so far so good. I am liking the way it looks. I like how it's covering and the way it feels on my skin. Let's try it as a concealer. So it does have a doe foot applicator. That this might not work for people who use different shades from concealer and foundation. A lot of people like to use a lighter concealer. Same thing with concealer. It blends out really nicely. It covers just enough. It covers the redness. I have a little bit of redness here. Let me give you guys a close-up. Now I'm gonna go and apply the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back to give you guys just like my overall first impressions. And I pretty much have my thoughts organized and ready to tell you what I think for my first impressions regarding this product. Right off the bat, I can tell you that it's just not my type of formula, because it's just not hydrating and moisturizing for my skin type. I'm sure this foundation will work for a lot of people who are more oily, but for me, I just want something more juicy, something more glowy. So because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and spray a hydrating mist. This is one of my favorites for whenever I'm using a pretty drying foundation, and it just adds like that hydration back into my skin, and it just makes me look a little more healthier looking. So before I do that, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up so you guys can see what it looks like with my whole makeup completed. I totally forgot to give you guys a close-up before I applied the rest of my makeup, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna get close. This is how the product is looking on my under eyes, and then around my nose. It's not really collecting, so that's good. My pros is that it blends really nicely. It's buildable. The coverage is really good. It feels lightweight on my skin. Doesn't feel tacky or oily or heavy. So that's a huge plus. I think they did a really good job in really including a lot of different shades, and it's actually a fair range. I think there's light, medium, tan, dark, and deep. I think there's 5 different categories and there's 20 shades in each category. There's also 3 different undertones. There's pink, gold, and neutral. I want to give you guys an update of the foundation and what it's looking like. I've had it on for almost 3 hours, or maybe a little over 3 hours. This is what it looks like in natural lighting. It's a little gloomy. The color is not that bad. It's actually looking pretty good, like a good match. It is starting to get oily on my nose, but that might be because I did spray it with that hydrating mist, but I just couldn't take it. I was really trying my hardest to leave it without, you know, any setting powder or any setting spray or anything on it, but it was just feeling quite drying. Here's what the eye looks like, the under eye, so you guys can see it's not creasing that much, which is very surprising. So far I'm really enjoying this foundation and the way it's wearing. I will come back and give you guys one last update, maybe like later on tonight before I take it off. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Subscribe if you guys haven't done so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.